Hello everyone. Today I'm going to do a timeless love reading of what we could expect for next year. Now, this reading is timeless, therefore, if you're at the ending of a year, it doesn't matter what year you saw this video, it means that you want to see what you could expect for next year. Okay? We are currently going through the ending of a year, and we're going to do a reading of what we could expect for next year in terms of love. So we have here the 4 elements. We have here fire, we have here earth, we have here air, and we have here water. Okay, I have my Aleister Crowley Thoth tarot cards that I'm going to read, and additionally I will draw a dice, a scarab, and some runes. So that being said, I want you to close your eyes and feel the energy of what draws you the most, what stack draws you the most. Okay, now I'm going to start off with the fire element. I'm going to put these aside. Okay. Put the air element aside. The earth element aside. And I'm going to start off with the fire. Candle magic. Okay. Here we go. Okay guys, so we're going to shuffle this stack, the fire stack. Okay. And we're going to pick 3 cards. Now remember, you have to tailor this reading to your situation because not everybody's situation is the same. So yeah, just make sure that when I read, you tailor the situation to yours. And pick a dice. I'm going to pick a scarab, and I'm going to pick a rune. Okay, please excuse the distractions because it's pretty much been a very noisy day. Okay. Okay, for the scarabs, you have here the scorpion. Okay, and the scorpion signifies poison, but it also signifies a healer. Okay, because poison can heal. And it could also symbolize that you could possibly meet a person that has to do with the sign of Scorpio. Okay, keep that in mind. If you're single, this is a clue that you're going to meet someone that has a sign of Scorpio. And it's trying to tell you that to watch out for people that have that sign because it's potential love. If you are with someone, it could probably be denoting something in terms of their scorpionic nature. Okay. Now we have here the arrow. The arrow symbolizes where you're heading. Okay, the direction where you're heading. So in this reading, it could symbolize that you are potentially very, very goal oriented. Okay, for next year, you know where you're going, and this is the rune of knowing where you're going. Okay. And also I'm going to look into this rune because there is actually more meaning to it. It's not just knowing where you're going. It's also like other things. Oh, okay. We got here victory at any competition. Okay. If in question is love and your partner have a lot to work out together. Okay. If the question is love, then you and your partner have a lot to work together. So we got here the scorpion, and we have here, you know, the question of a competition, you're going to be the winner. But remember, it could also mean that there's an aspect of your partner that's scorpionic that you're going to have to, you know, battle it out. Okay. And think about the scorpionic nature. You know, they could be sneaky, they could be secretive, maybe they're holding back secrets. But we have here the 8 of Wands. Okay. And the 8 of Wands symbolizes us having clarity of a situation, having swift communication, and having the roads opening up. Okay, and having something coming into completion since we have here the rainbow. So you can look forward to that. If there's a situation right now in a relationship that you're in which you feel that there's no communication with your partner, well, then that's going to open up next year. There's going to be, you know, an openness for you for next year. Now we have here the Priestess, okay? And the Priestess symbolizes being single, okay? Being independent. And it could symbolize that maybe next year you're going to be more of your independent self. You're not going to pretty much rely on other people emotionally, financially, in every aspect and in every elemental aspect, okay? And now we have here the Seven of Swords, which means doubts, okay? It means that you feel futile, like you feel like it's too good to be true what this person is giving you. You feel like they're not probably giving you their all, and you feel like they could probably be deceitful. So we have here a lot going on in terms of open communication, but you still feel like there's something that's not being told. And of course, we got here the Scorpionic secretive nature. Now we have here in the dice, we have here the Princess of Pentacles, okay? Meaning that something new will be born next year. The Princess of Pentacles usually brings a new project, a new love, okay? And something new aboard. It could be a baby. It could be that you could get pregnant. It could be that your wife is going to have a baby. So it's something that you could look out for. Maybe that is the secret. Maybe there is something that's behind that. All right. Now, if you're single, this reading could signify that you will be moving around, traveling. Okay. We have here Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a sign of travel, and Mercury. You're going to be probably exploring, going to different locations. And yeah, you're gonna be yourself. You're gonna remain single, independent, and you do have your doubts. But remember, there could be something new aboard that you could find, a new relationship that you could find for next year. Keep that in mind. Okay. So this is how I see the reading. I see that we have here the Arrow. We're heading forward. We have the Scorpion. There's secrets. Okay. But there's a lot to be healed because we have the Scorpion releases a venom, and the venom could be an antidote for healing. Okay, so if you're single and you get this scarab, it could mean that perhaps you're healing the past, perhaps you're healing, you know, things and memories that were probably holding you back, and then now next year you decide to, hey, let's release it, let's go for it. And you're not really having any expectations, but at the same time, you kind of want something, but you're feeling doubtful. Hey, it's not going to happen for me, so let me not have the expectations. But remember, you got here the Princess of Disc. So Pentacles. So a lot could happen. Okay, it is very, very possible. All right. So I think that this reading is pretty positive, and you just have to go out there and try if you're single, and you kind of just have to speak to your partner if you're not and you want to get things cleared up. Okay, so I think I'm done here. If you want a reading, please let me know on the comments below. I have the links where you could reach out to me and you can get a reading for a specific situation that you might want. Now I'm going to do the earth reading. Okay, earth stack. So I'm going to shuffle. Going to pick 3. Okay. And I'm going to get the dice, and I'm going to one scarab and one rune. Okay. Okay, so interesting. Okay. So for next year, you have here the Knight of Cups. Okay. And the Knight of Cups symbolizes someone that's offering you a proposal. Okay, as you can see here, you have here the cup, which he is extending his hand, and he's ruled by water. Very emotional, very nurturing. So perhaps next year, if you are single, you might meet, the knight in shiny armor, very romantic. Okay. And if you're not single and you are with someone, perhaps he's going to propose to you, or if he's already married to you, he could propose something for you, like a vacation, but there's going to be an offering for you. Okay. Now, We also have here wealth. Okay, the 10 of Pentacles. This person's going to be very well financially. All right. And if you are married or if you are coupled, it could mean that this person, it's going to offer you something of value. Okay. However, we have here the Hermit. Okay. And the Hermit is kind of like a card for this reading of feeling alone, but at the same time withdrawing and regrouping yourself. Okay. Sometimes people, when they're with other people, they kind of lose their identity. But this is a card of coming home, okay? Of regenerating yourself and rethinking. It's just a card of withdrawal, okay? Of reflection. So this is something that could possibly happen for next year in terms of love. Maybe you're going to step back and you're going to reevaluate what is it that you want and what is it you find in yourself that you find missing in others, okay? Or vice versa. What you find yourself missing, you find it in others, okay? We also have here Gebo, which is the rune of partnership, by the way. So if you're not coupled, this is a very strong indication that you will find someone, okay? That there's someone awaiting for you. There's a partnership awaiting for you. Now, we have here the Lotus. The Lotus is very self-explanatory. Now, the Lotus comes out from, a very dark and murky lake, symbolizing the past, symbolizing things that are dark, symbolizing a dark part in your life. And then what it does, it just blooms. So what it means is that perhaps this year or last year you were feeling really down in relationships. Maybe relationships weren't going the way they were supposed to go. And now this year you have a blossoming lotus, okay? This year you have come from the depth of the darkness. And now there's something awaiting for you really nice. And it has a nice fragrance. The fragrance is love. However, we have here the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles symbolizes us having fear of losing something. Okay. Now, perhaps when we find this person, or when this person proposes something in our life, we might feel like we could lose this person. Okay. So we kind of have to be careful, okay, in feeling this, because we could actually manifest our fears. So you're feeling like, you could possibly lose this person. And remember, you are going inwards, you are retreating, you are regrouping. So maybe this fear could play in and say, oh my God, I do have something wonderful. Maybe maybe I could lose this person. I wouldn't be able to live with this person. So you have to really watch out to feed into these fears, because they could manifest. I mean, next year looks, in terms of love, looks very, very favorable with this card and this card, and this rune and this scarab. Okay, you just have to work on, your fears, and you have it here with the Hermit. Okay, so yeah, I think it's going to be a very favorable year for you, whoever picked Earth, and yeah, this is pretty much the reading. So if you guys want an in-depth reading, please contact me and I'll be happy to give you a reading. So let's go on to air. Okay, so now we're going to read the air stack. Okay, so if you pick the stack, we're going to read, and I'm going to shuffle a little bit. Okay, I like to reshuffle a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to pick 3 cards. And I'm going to draw a dice. Got the Empress. I'm going to draw a scarab. And I'm going to draw a rune. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Okay. Okay. We have here the frog for the scarab. And this one I would have to check what it is, and I'm going to check right now. Let's see. My trusty book, because I'm not really that familiar with the runes. So I like to check here. We have here Laguz. Okay. And the goose says, if you urge to follow your instincts, but you forget the negative consequences. This is the root of supernatural power, okay, inside your mind that will give you protection. Okay, so there's something that you're not really listening to. Oh, we have a candle here that went off. Oh, that's actually a little omen that there's something that needs to be worked with, as we have here the Five of Wands. Interesting. I don't want to turn it on because I don't want to spill the water that's under it, so it won't get stuck, so I just leave it like that. I want to see what the frog pertains to. Okay, because I do see here creative energy and a new path, but I want to make sure to see what the frog says, and I believe that the frog is creativity. Okay. Here it is. Oops. The frog. Hecate, the frog. Okay, so the frog is associated with Hecate, and generally a positive in health and romantic readings. Okay. Okay, it's a symbol of fertility and birth and magic. Okay, so what I see here is that potentially next year you're going to be struggling. Okay, if you're in a relationship, there could be a lot of arguments. There could be a lot of fights. There could be, back and forth. But ultimately, all the blocks will be removed because you have here the Ace of Wands. Okay, and whatever it's holding you back, it's going to, get removed. And we have here the Chariot. Okay, the Chariot symbolizes a new path. Okay, even though the Chariot hasn't begun to move yet, but he's meditating on the wheel to see where he's going next in his life. Okay, so it seems to me like there's, oh, by the way, we have here the Empress. I forgot to mention the Empress is the symbol of motherhood, and so is the frog. Okay, I'm getting here something having to do with children. Okay, if there's people that want to conceive children, perhaps next year could be a great year to conceive the children. But at the same time, it's warning us with protection. Okay, perhaps the partner that we're choosing or that we're with is probably not the best thing for us, but yet we're going to break out of that and go into a new path. Okay, and if you're single, you could probably be struggling, perhaps at the beginning of the year, something that might be feeling like a struggle, you're going to break out of it. Okay, maybe you're having trouble dating, meeting the wrong people, but then you're going to figure out a creative way to come in alignment with the people that resonate more with you, with the vibe that you resonate more with, and you're going to probably meditate where you're going to go, and you're going to also could symbolize travel, by the way. Okay, so yeah, the reading does advise you to be careful. Okay, and keep your eye open for trouble for next year in terms of love. And it also symbolizes motherhood, all right? That you could potentially become pregnant, okay? And also, this is a card of creativity, okay? Creative energy. So it could also be pregnancy too, and the frog. So you got like 3 things here in terms of pregnancy. And if you're not planning to have children, it could mean the birth of something new, okay? And specifically termed for relationship, because this is a relationship reading. This is a love reading. So I see here, yeah, we see here positivity. We see here a new road. We see here opening of blockages, but beginning a struggle, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this reading. And if you would like a deeper reading for your specific situation, then contact me on the information below. And we're going to go now to the water element. So here's the stack for the water element, and I'm going to reshuffle again because I like to do that. And let's see. Okay, I'm going to pick 3 cards for this reading. And I'm going to draw a dice. We got the Knight of Cups. Now we're going to get a scarab. Okay, Scarab. We're gonna get a rune. Just gonna get a rune. Let's put the camera right. Rune. Okay, so we have one in reverse. All right, so let's flip them over. I see a lot of being defensive here. Okay, we have here the Seven of Wands. This is a card of being defensive. Okay, we have here clarity and victory of thought and ideas, and we also have here the Ace of, the Hangman. Okay, being hung, being stuck, and being not able to move and having to surrender. Okay, here we have the Knight of Cups, meaning someone that's offering you something. They're offering you a proposition. Okay, now let's see what we have here for the scarabs. Here we have Hathor, if I'm correct. This is like this is actually an instrument of Hathor, so I'm going to look into that. And here we have the Gaz reverse. Okay, so let's take one at a time. Okay, so let's look into Hathor. I'm gonna look into my book. Okay, and I think it is a very favorable scarab, if I'm correct, but I like to double check because I'm not that prolific in. Okay, here we go. Oh no, this is the. Okay, here we go. The Sistrum of Hathor. I was correct. Okay. Okay. The sistrum is a sign of religious observation and also of music, dance, and lovemaking. Okay. The sound itself is an offering and is a cleansing energetically as well. Okay, so I think this is very favorable when it comes to love, and I think this sets the tone for potentially meeting someone. Okay. For those attuned to Hathor energy, the scarab can also indicate that the reader is fulfilling or interacting with the Hathor methods. Okay. For love, this symbolizes passionate romances. Of course, it has to do with music, so what could you expect? Okay, so what we have here is we have a lot of defensiveness. Okay, if you're single, this could pertain to you being defensive, probably being over judgmental when you meet someone, putting your defenses high. You have a lot of clarity in your mind. You think with your mind. You're more ruled with your mind. And I know you picked the cups, and cups is water, is in motion. But this is what it means. It means that you're more, into that. And also here you have the Hangman, meaning that you kind of feel like maybe if you're single, you feel like the people that you're meeting, or if you feel like you're not meeting the right people, or you're not meeting nobody at all. Okay, you kind of feel stuck and you kind of feel defensive. But here we have here the Knight of Cups, okay? And here we have here something to set the tone to meet that person. And here we have here the Gaz. Now, it's reversed. I don't think the Gaz is a rune that could be reversed, okay? I think that even if you have it on reverse, it could mean the same thing. Now, however, here we go. A big turnover in your life might be a new love, a new work, a new opportunity, a new life attitude, okay? The Gaz claims the darkness is gone and that the sun will light your way. Okay. I see here, these are all positive. This is a person that's proposing something for you. And this is something that will set the tone, an area, a place that you'll go to, something that spikes up that energy of love. And here we have the Gaz, a rune that is a turnover of everything. Because I guess you are very defensive. Okay, maybe next year you're going to still play with this energy, because this is for next year. This is a reading for next year. You're going to be feeling pretty defensive because you have a very clear mind, okay, about what people want for you, but you're probably not hanging in the right place. Now, if you are in a relationship, this could mean that there's quarrels, okay, and you feel like you're right, but you don't know what to do. Okay, you feel like you're stuck and there's just nothing you could do. However, outside of this relationship, there could be other people, okay, that could set the tone, and you could probably turn your life around, okay. It's probably a relationship that's not working for you currently, However, there is possibilities if you just get out of this mind frame. Okay, either way. So yeah, I think that's pretty much what this reading is saying. Okay, get off this mind frame, and then you're gonna meet someone that suits you. Okay. All right, so I think I'm done with this reading. So if you would like a private reading with me, go to the links below and you'll find all the information there. And I really wish you guys good luck for next year, okay? Have a great day.